Ashanti and Nelly apparently have been married for months. And in some devastating news, rapper Remy Ma's son has been arrested.
Here we go now.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So as always, don't forget, if you are in the New York City area, come to our live show, the Kempire After Dark live experience with special guests from Summer House Martha's Vineyard, Jasmine Cooper, Silas Cooper, and Noel Hughley. We'll be talking all hot topics. We'll be talking about the Diddy of it all. We'll talk about the Remy Ma of it all, and so much more, including some of your favorite shows like Real Housewives of New Jersey, Real Housewives of Dubai. Go get your tickets today for Friday. And if you're in Boston, come to our Boston show on June 27th. That's next Thursday. Go get your tickets. And July, I'm coming down to the South. I'll be in Nashville and I will be in Atlanta. Go get your tickets for that show if you haven't already. Let's talk about, first of all, let's start off with some good news, because the Remy Ma story with her son, it's really disturbing. It's really disturbing. But in some lighter news, as you know, Ashanti is pregnant. She is with child. And a lot of you had really strong opinions on Ashanti's relationship with Nelly, because they dated years ago. Apparently, allegedly, he cheated on her. So a lot of you had things to say about them coming back together. A lot of you also had things to say when you found out that she was pregnant, and you're like, oh, look, you just another baby mama. Well, according to TMZ, no, apparently Nelly and Ashanti have been married for months. And I have to say, I was never really invested in their relationship when they were dating years ago, but seeing them come back together and seem really happy, because Ashanti is usually very private with her private life. So the fact that she's sharing so much, she's definitely in a different space, and this is her first child. All right. So they said Ashanti and Nelly are not just engaged, but they're actually already married. In fact, they have been for several months. And of course, they got a baby on the way too. We already knew that. According to public records, the two music stars are legally man and wife, and their married date is listed as being recorded on December 27th of 2023. So a whole 6 months ago. Okay, come on. Give it up for Ashanti. So they said the paperwork doesn't specify what city they tied the knot in, but it became official in St. Louis County. So all signs point to them doing the deed in Nelly's hometown, which is interesting. And they say that they haven't had a public ceremony yet, but have been teasing their wedding in recent weeks. They probably were like, I'm pregnant with child. We've already been together for many, many years before. There is no need for wasting time on a big public wedding. Do right by me right now, and let's go. I don't think she said it with that amount of neck and stank, but I'm doing it. Okay. First of all, the way that Ashanti announced this pregnancy was really, really cute too. I thought it was really cute, but a lot of people already had suspected, because Nelly had rubbed her belly, I think months before she even made the official announcement. So they said, remember, it was a couple of months ago that Ashanti confirmed that she and Nelly were expecting their first child together, with her coming out publicly with the pregnancy news amid mounting speculation that she was carrying a child. Not only did Ashanti come out and say that she was pregnant, she also dropped the bombshell that she and Nelly were engaged. Now we're learning that they've gone a bit further and made their relationship official in the eyes of the law. Ashanti's always been so private, and I respect that about her, because it's an example that a lot of these other celebrities could be private, but they choose not to be in a lot of ways. So it says a full circle moment, because you remember they rekindled their love last year after first dating back in the 2000s. When they were two of the biggest artists in the game. Before they started truly dating again, they kind of trolled everyone with little reunions here and there in recent years, doing performances together and acting flirty at shows and events. All I remember is Nelly seeing Ashanti from across the stage during that Versus battle, and he made sure he went over there and said, hey, how you doing? Just saying. And now they're together. Look, I wish them the best. This is not Nelly's first child, but this is Ashanti's. Regardless, they seem to be very happy, and the families seem to be very happy. So congratulations to Nelly and Ashanti. In some other sad news, Remy Ma's son was arrested here in New York City for unaliving a person. I have to be sugary and sweet with my words because of community guidelines. So please bear with me. And mind you, he's only 23 years old, and they're talking about this unliving happening in 2021. 2021. So they said rapper Remy Ma, 23. So wait a second, let me do the math. That's like 3 years, depending on when it happened in 2021. 3 years. Sir, you were like 19, 20 years old? Okay. So they said Jason Scott and another man, Richard Squirt, who was 22, were nabbed on first-degree unaliving charges Tuesday night, 3 years after 43-year-old Darius Gillibo was down in a brazen broad daylight attack. They said the victim was blasted in the head and chest when the pow 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 broke out at the intersection of 148th Street and Rockaway Boulevard in Springfield Gardens back in June 7th of 2021. So it is technically now over 3 years ago. So cops are still probing a motive for the slaying. At the time of the pow pow pow, police have said that they believed that it was a dispute may have preceded the bloodshed. So just 8 months before being pow pow powed, the victim was among dozens indicted by New York Attorney General Letitia James as a part of a large-scale drug trafficking probe dubbed Operation Heatwave. Literally, we're having a heat wave right here in New York City. So as a part of that operation, 54 perps were charged with funneling all kinds of different types of drugs to Jefferson County in upstate New York. It wasn't immediately clear if Scott or Squigert had any prior connection to the victim in the lead up to his slaying. So in addition to the unaliving rap, both men were also slapped with criminal possession of a weapon and reckless endangerment charges. Scott's mom, whose real name is Reminisce Smith, Remy Ma, is a Grammy-nominated star who got her start with Fat Joe's group, The Terror Squad, back in the 90s. The 46-year-old Bronx native who has a slew of violent arrests to her name. Okay, we already knew that. Damn. Once served 6 years in prison over the near fatal pow 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 of a friend outside a Manhattan nightclub in 2007. This is just, you know what, it's sad to me because this kid is so young and now probably who knows how many years he might be facing in prison if convicted. Mind you, this happened how many years ago? And now they're just arresting him. My thing is, like your 20s are such an important time. It's not the end of the world. However, I don't know how many years he could be facing in regards to unaliving someone. This is sad. This is very, really, really sad. All right, guys, as always, I want to know your reaction to the news about Remy Ma's son, who's only 23 years old, and your reaction to Ashanti and Nelly already being married for 6 months. Again, if you're in New York City, come to our live New York City experience, the Kempire After Dark experience, this Friday. Then we'll be in Boston on June 27th. July 11th, we'll be in Nashville. July 12th, we'll be in Atlanta. And then Seattle, I'll see you guys in August. More information on the Kempire After Dark live experience will be available in the description. As always, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
Here we go now. Here we go.